All right, people, welcome to another 60-minute sports video. My name is Christopher Zidane Matthews. And remember, very important to like, most importantly, to subscribe, and you can share the video. Share the video in your sports group with your friends. Share the group all over the world. Yeah? All right, so I tried my best to stay away from this idiotic, nonsensical discussion about whether the greatest footballer of all time deserve to be named Player of the Year. The Ballon d'Or, it's called. And it's not only regular people, you have journalists, talk show hosts, and analysts from across the world mentioning names like Jorginho, who plays for Italy, and Chelsea. Like, seriously, people. Lewandowski, great goal scorer. But in reality, if Lionel Messi is at his very best, or close to his best, then it is impossible for Leon Bailey to outperform him for an entire year of football. It's just not realistic. So you're saying to me that Messi is done, completely done? Like I heard a journalist saying, a Jamaican journalist, it's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life, that Lionel Messi is no longer an elite player. Lionel Messi had a historic Copa America. And all of a sudden, Copa is being downplayed now. Like, since it's so easy, how come Pele, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Maradona, all these players who would have played in the Copa before never achieved the feat that Messi achieved in the Copa? Meaning, he's the first player, as a matter of fact, he's the first player in any international tournament to win most assist award, leading goal scorer, and player of the tournament. He also created the most chances, because some people like to talk about chances created, since you don't determine what the striker does with the chance that is created. He also topped it in that regard. So it was a dominant performance. It is impossible for Lewandowski to be that good. He doesn't have those abilities. That's what Lionel Messi did in a tournament. And usually with international tournaments, it gets a higher rating because it's a calendar year award. So what you do in January counts, February, March, April, May, and so on and so forth. Now, you play 4 league games in January and you dominate. You won't get the same marks, ratings, as you would do in an international tournament for a particular month, because of the intensity, the difficulties, and all of that. So the international tournament gives you extra rating in that regard. The man was the top scorer in one of the top 4 best leagues in the entire world. And the journalist, the journalist who was being an idiot in Jamaica, says Lionel Messi is done. I don't know how a man can be done. And was the top scorer in one of the best leagues in the world, and had the most dominant Copa performance in history, with the likes of Pele performing in that tournament, Maradona, Ronaldo of Brazil, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, and all these people played in Copa in the past. None were as dominant as Messi this year in the Copa America. But he's done. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But I don't understand. Lewandowski, people, you really think Lewandowski is anywhere close to Messi when Messi is playing well? It's a best player award. It's not most trophies or most goals. Yes, goals is a part of how you rate an attacking player. But being a top scorer doesn't necessarily mean you were the best player for the particular period of time in question. And I give you examples of Zinedine Zidane winning the Ballon d'Or. Zinedine Zidane doesn't score a lot of goals in a year. He's a midfielder. He would have won the Ballon d'Or in the past. Nedved would have won the Ballon d'Or in the past. Rivaldo would have won the Ballon d'Or in the past, ahead of strikers who would have outscored them. There was no outcry when these people won it. Go and check the records, people. And a lot of these big men were all over social media talking the nonsense about how Lewandowski scored this amount of goals and how Lewandowski scored that amount of goals. And Lionel Messi has not. They all were around when Zinedine Zidane was winning the Ballon d'Ors from midfield. And he's not a high goal scoring midfielder. He's a great ball retention player, great creative player, and all of that. But he won the Ballon d'Or over players who would have had more goals in that particular year. We heard nothing from these big men. Why is there this hate? How can somebody be this good and you're hating? These Ronaldo people, you can love Ronaldo all you want, people, because he's a great player. And you're going to have your favorites in every regard. But don't let that cloud your judgment and you sound like idiots. So you love Ronaldo and you want Ronaldo to be the best. You want to talk Ronaldo into being the best of all time. So you hate that Messi has won another award that will look good on his resume. Because people will look at your overall resume when they are ranking you all time. It counts. Everything counts. Every award that you win, when people look back at your resume, it will look good in terms of how they rate you as the greatest of all time. And Ronaldo fans are hurt. But whether Lionel Messi won this award or not, it's still chalk to cheese. There's no comparison. Messi is compared with Pele and Maradona, while Ronaldo is compared to Messi. That's how it is. So I don't know why is this hate from the Ronaldo fans? And they have no good arguments. Lionel Messi this year created for more than, and people might say it's unfair because Lewandowski is an out-and-out striker. So you can't use the creativity of Lionel Messi to work against him. But that is exactly the point. How you want to use the goal scoring record to work against Messi when Messi does more than score goals. He's also asked to drop deep, pick up the ball, run at people, and create. He doesn't sit inside the 18 box and wait and his marauding midfield play and his dominance of a Bayern Munich to give him ball inside the 18 box so he headed in the back of the net. That's what Lewandowski does for the most part. And I'm saying he's fantastic at it. Don't feel sorry for Lewandowski and then say Messi should not have won. Yes, Lewandowski probably would have won last year and he was the favorite to win. And they cancelled it. I don't know why. You knock UEFA for that. But do not say Lewandowski should have won this year. He was not as good as Messi. It is impossible for Messi to play well and a player like Lewandowski to match him at all. It is impossible. As a matter of fact, you should be lucky that Lewandowski garnered the amount of votes he got because it was pretty close. I think Messi won by 30 odd votes or something like of the sorts. Should be happy for that. That is commendable that he was that close when Messi was that good in the year and Messi plays football the way he does. People, you know that Messi has been playing football for like professional football since he was like 18. He's now 34. Messi has only won 7 Ballon d'Ors. If they are robbing the Ballon d'Ors from Messi, you idiots. Why wouldn't he have only won 7 times? Especially when you had years when Messi was the top goal scorer, the top assist man in the year and never won it. In 2018, Messi wasn't even in the top 3. How can it's FIFA? A lot of people don't even know that it's not a FIFA award. Initially it was France, European People Award, and then they had a merger with FIFA for a couple of years. FIFA is no longer there. FIFA is doing their own awards now, once again. But the Ballon d'Or is the most prestigious of the lot. It has nothing to do with FIFA. It's not a FIFA award. A lot of persons don't even know that. And they just talk a lot of nonsense. Now, if they are robbing the award for Messi, how come Messi has only won it 7 times? And he has been playing football for so many years. How come they like Messi and Messi they're now saying it's a popularity contest. And Messi didn't even make the top 3 in 2018. How so? You are not making any sense, people. Messi was clearly the best player in the world for 2021. 2020 is irrelevant. Don't use sympathy. Not because you're sorry for Lewandowski. It means he should have won it this year. That's not how it works. Criticize UEFA or whomever for not having the award last year while football was playing. You can knock them for that. They might have some good arguments, but you could knock them for that. But don't say because he should have won. I see here big analysts on ESPN intertwining last year with this and say Lewandowski should have won. And these people are paid to discuss sports at that level. And they sound so idiotic, nonsensical, asinine. I never want to get involved, people, but it's just annoying now. People, if they're robbing the award for Messi because they like Messi, they would have given him more awards because Messi is always amongst the best the most goals in a year, the most assists, and on a winning Barcelona team. They could have given him far more if they were robbing for him. Don't you see that doesn't make any sense? And they publish the votes. They publish the votes, so you know who vote for what. So the UEFA cannot rob the votes because they publish the votes by the numbers and break it down. So if I am a journalist in Jamaica and I voted for Ronaldo, for example, when they put it up, I would say that, listen, I voted for Ronaldo and not Messi. How Messi got so much. They break it down and show all the world how the votes went after the award. So it is impossible for you to rob it. Don't let your emotions make you sound silly, people. Messi was the best player in the world and deserved his award, clearly. And what is alarming about it is that some bright, articulate minds are talking the nonsense. So the Dunball, according to a big Jamaican journalist, is the Ballon d'Or winner and at the best international competition in the history of football. And it was done from 2019. The levels that people resort to because they like another player is alarming. You can like another player, but you cannot talk him into being better than another player. Your mouth can't do it. It's what they do on the field. And that's just the reality. Messi is the greatest player of all time. Arguably. But Messi being better than Ronaldo, there's no argument. It's just clear. Like, subscribe, and share.